Good afternoon. Welcome to today's webinar, Preparing the Construction Accident Case. During today's program, our presenter, Dan Paine, will cover the following: definitions, OSHA and ANSI A.10.33/2011, scheduling work for safety, job safety hazard analysis, site-specific planning, and fall protection. The presenter for today's program is Daniel Paine. Mr. Paine is a construction safety and fall protection expert. He's a certified safety executive and a professional member of the American Society of Safety Engineers, past general chairman of the construction division of the National Safety Council, and a member of the board of directors of the Veterans of Safety. Mr. Paine is a frequent lecturer on the topic of worksite safety and fall protection. He co-authored the book entitled Elevated Work Platforms and Scaffolding Job Site Safety Manual, which was published by McGraw-Hill in 2004. And he has authored and produced articles and films addressing elevated worksite safety issues. Mr. Paine has been found qualified to testify as an expert witness in numerous court proceedings, and he has given expert testimony on the subject of worksite safety and fall protection.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Matt, for the introduction. Preparing the construction accident case is a subject that we have chosen, and what I want to do is to give an expert's perspective on construction accidents and let each attorney who is either for the plaintiff or defendant take a look at how an expert would probably prepare his case. From an expert's point of view, planning safety on a job and reconstructing what went wrong are two sides of the same coin. If you don't prepare a good safety plan for your job, then you are going to suffer those consequences. First of all, we take a look at the general duty to protect the health and safety of employees and enforcement. Safe workplaces require planning, and safe employers, contractors, and general contractors require a survey of the work to be performed and a safety hazard analysis to determine what hazards exist, and then either eliminate them or to determine how to manage them. Now, this all sounds pretty simple, and it really is, but workplaces requiring planning means you take a look at everything on that work site, just like you would when you're going to do the construction or demolition job that you're set up to do. Safe employers or general contractors require a survey of the work to be performed. They want to know what's going to be performed, who's going to be performing it, and what that timeline is. And a safety hazard analysis is nothing more than going onto the site, determining what those hazards are, and then determining how you're either going to eliminate them or how you're going to manage them in your means and methods. All right. Program, plan, and organizational chart is a very important thing. But I think the first thing that everyone should recognize is the fact that you must take into consideration the law, both the federal, the state, and the local laws, as well as those regulations and standards. Also, most importantly, are the contracts and safety plans, because the most stringent of those is what's going to prevail. A lot of people think whether they're working under OSHA, which is the minimal laws of the land, or they're working under a local law such as the labor law in New York, or in West Virginia they have their laws, and certain states have their own OSHA regulations. Those are minimum regulations. Anything that is more stringent will prevail. So, for example, if in fact the contract documents clearly lay out, as they should, what the responsibilities are between the owner and the contractor and the subcontractors, that's very important. So what should you look at when you look at the organizational chart? Well, the first thing is there should be a project safety and health plan, which we can see right here. And the project safety and health plan should include everything that's going to happen on that project from the owner's point of view and certainly the construction manager or general contractor's point of view. Whether you have an owner-controlled insurance plan or you have an insurance plan which covers the total site, or whether each one of the subcontractors is going to indemnify someone. Go to the second area. Contractors themselves need to have designated managers and supervisors and competent people. You ought to know who they are, and they ought to be listed, and they ought to be listed in writing. If they're not listed in writing, then you can make some assumptions, such as the competent person will be those people. He will be the superintendent, or he will be the foreman, or whoever is in charge of the work there. Keep in mind that the word competent person means not only that you are qualified, but that you've been designated by that contractor and you have the authority to stop the work. Let's go to sub-tier contractors' safety and health plan. They should have designated managers, supervisors, and competent persons, and those people should be listed, and they should have at their level the same responsibilities as the contractor has, and both of those should go into the project safety and health plan, which good contractors and owners would make part of the contract. Then, down in the right-hand corner, there's special safety and health plans when needed. Now, a special safety and health plan would be a plan that's put into effect when you have some very specific things that wouldn't normally fall under one of the rules that would be out there, be they OSHA or ANSI or one of the other standards that are there. As an example, if in fact you were doing a roofing job on a specialized roof, rather than using the kinds of equipment that are called for in OSHA, you may choose to use the different means and methods for protecting people while they're on that roof. If that is what you choose to do, then what you must do is to lay out in a detailed plan what your procedures are and how they work, so that you not only protect yourself as a subcontractor, but you also protect everybody involved, because of the fact everyone has a chance to look at it and to make any comments if they don't feel this is the state of the art.